Hey all, here at OS Reviews. A few months ago, we did a review on the dyplay Urban Travelers, which were active noise canceling headphones that sell for about $65. Well, today we're taking a look at the updated version of those headphones. It's basically the Urban Traveler 2.0. It now comes in just one color compared to before, which was both gray and there's also a pink edition. It's a bit more serious looking this time around. It sells for around $90 with a $10 discount applied at checkout. So whether or not it's worth the $30 upgrade is the biggest question here. So what has changed compared to the past generation is a new Bluetooth chip. Instead of using Bluetooth 4.1, it's been finally updated to Bluetooth 5.0, so the latest standard. It should improve the battery life a little bit. It now gets upwards of 22 hours of Bluetooth playback compared to 15 hours on the original. So we're talking about almost 10 hours longer of battery performance. In addition, it preserves the 40mm titanium drivers, which they claim has improved bass as well, and we also have more support for hi-fi audio codecs, including AptX. However, the active noise canceling part is basically exactly the same as before. It still offers kind of dual ANC, so feed forward and feed back, through a series of microphones, and it still cancels around 30 decibels of noise. Now, dyplay, this company does specialize in ANC technology, so almost every single one of their headphones and earphones even offer active noise cancellation. Packaging contents include a user manual. We also have a charging cable, which this time around is actually using the updated USB Type-C standard, which is reversible. It's great to see. Before they were using micro USB. There's also a soft carrying pouch that you can tuck the headphones in when on the road, and there's also an auxiliary cable. A closer look at the design of the headphones first. Overall dimensions and the feeling is still pretty much the same as the original Urban Travelers, which we really liked. It's coated in a thick layer of soft touch rubber even on the front and also on the headband, so it's really easy to grip and doesn't pick up fingerprints that easily. The headband itself is still reinforced using metal, as you can see there, very precise and feels relatively premium. The headband here is actually made out of more of a rubber material rather than a memory foam, so it's a little easier to clean, but also a little bit more stiff as a result. The cushions of the left and right sides, however, are still made out of memory foam, and they're very soft and generous in terms of the padding. Now, on the bottom here, we have access to the 3.5mm auxiliary input to use it as wired headphones. Here is the USB Type-C input for charging. We have even more microphones, some of them here which can be used to pick up your own voice if you are making a phone call with it. On the side here we have a dedicated switch for ANC, which can be turned on regardless of if you're using it in the Bluetooth mode or even listening to music. So you can simply switch this on if all you want to do is sleep and rest in comfort on a train or on an airplane. So that's a nice function that was retained from the original. On the other side, we have all the keys which are individualized and pretty tactile and responsive, including a power key for turning it on for the Bluetooth, and you can see it will enter the pairing mode, and we also have the volume adjustments. Doing a size comparison, as aforementioned, these are over-ear style headphones, so they are a little bit larger in terms of the cushion size, and your ears kind of rest comfortably inside. Bluetooth Turbines T6, which as you can see here is a little bit larger, but not by too much. The weight of both of these are about the same, I'd say. And finally, the Liner NC80s, which are on-ear style, so they are going to be smaller. Moving into audio quality and performance, let's start with the active noise cancellation. I would say that the performance of the ANC is above average. It's about on par with the Aventry Aria. It's better than the MPOW H5 as well as the Bluetooth Turbine T7s. If you are on an airplane, for example, the engine noises are effectively blocked out. You hear very little of it, and also if you are working in an office, the fan noises around you are all more or less silenced. So overall, it gives you a very comfortable experience for just enjoying the music as well as resting. Perhaps it's not quite to the exact same tier as Bose's Quiet Comfort line, but that's kind of to be expected considering the huge price gap between them. And overall, I would say these are solid. If you do have a newer phone that has Bluetooth 5.0 support, you do get better connectivity range, so you're able to walk around further from your phone or computer, and you're still connected to the source and listening to music without any interruptions or drops. So you can get further away, which is good. Again, the battery life difference is something that you will definitely notice, being able to use it for longer flights as well as not charging charging it as often, and even when you need to charge it using the newer USB Type-C cable, it's also quite convenient. So all of those claims I found to be indeed true. However, when it comes to the pure audio quality, that's one area where I couldn't feel the biggest difference compared to the original Urban Travelers. Those were already, again, quite solid, but on these, I still wouldn't really consider them to be completely audiophile grade. Bass is present, but it's not the most powerful thing in the world. It's not as punched up as on Blue Dio's turbines, for example, but they are present if you're listening to drum beats or EDM type music. Overall, they are very clean, so you can turn the volume all the way down, and there's really no hissing or humming in the background, which is good. But as far as being kind of over-the-ear style headphones are concerned, sometimes I did wish that maybe the volume would be pumped up a little bit more, or I would feel a little bit more bass. Even though it's already present, it's not really a huge dramatic difference, I think, compared to the original Urban Traveler, because I believe the drivers here are still the same as they used on the original Urban Travelers. So overall, I would say that to conclude, the Urban Traveler 2.0s are a nice upgrade when it comes to offering better battery life, better support and longevity through the USB Type-C charging port, and also the use of the latest Bluetooth 5.0 chip enables longer connection range, which is certainly good to see. So if you have the originals, I don't think that these are necessarily worth the upgrade. Definitely above average design and aesthetics, just like before compared to the competition. Perhaps the biggest change I would say is just the design and the kind of shadowing that they're using for the color choice. So if you like the overall look, then they are worth a closer look, and they are certainly very good in terms of the noise canceling part. Perhaps not quite as strong in terms of giving you as much bass as other large headphones or studio headphones like the Turbine series, but still is pleasant enough for most genres of music, especially pop music, and for watching videos with. You can check out more details if you are interested in the links down below, but for now that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. It's been the very attractive and overall pretty solidly performing DY Play Urban Traveler 2.0.